Happy Friday, Will's fifth quarter special fans. How you doing? It's Will from Will's fifth quarter special here with an emergency Facebook Live. As I told you, the Chicago Bears offseason was going to be very exciting as free agency's coming up on March 15th next week. We're going to be doing some various podcast content pieces, and it looks like I got some more content for you guys for this weekend because breaking news just broke. The Chicago Bears have traded the number 1 overall pick for this year's upcoming draft next month to the Carolina Panthers. And according courtesy of Adam Schefter, the Chicago Bears are acquiring the number 9 overall pick in this year's draft, pick number 61 in this year's draft, the Carolina Panthers first rounder in 2024, and the second rounder in 2025, along with star wide receiver DJ Moore coming to Chicago for the number 1 overall pick. I love this trade for the Chicago Bears. I mean, a lot of people knew they were going to trade down. We didn't know when it was going to happen, but Ryan Poles really hit a home run with this deal, in my opinion. DJ Moore stands out as well. The Bears were looking to get a wide receiver 1. We did hear him in rumors to try and make a trade for a wide receiver this year in the offseason. We've heard Devontae Adams. We've heard a lot of different names. I mean, they could even get other receivers later in the draft or undrafted. We don't know. But DJ Moore's still pretty young, and not even in his prime yet. He's 25 years old. He's going to be under contract for 3 more years, and the Bears can afford it with that cap space. He's averaged like 800 or more yards a year in the last 3 or 4 seasons, so I think to get that and the draft picks is a big deal. Now, a lot of people, had their projections. If we trade with Carolina, go for Brian Burns, go for a defensive player. And I would have been okay with that. But I think getting a DJ Moore type wide receiver for Justin Fields, now your wide receiving core coming into next year right now, the big 4 you could watch at the wide receiver position right now, before free agency, before the draft, you have DJ Moore, you have Darnell Mooney, you have Chase Claypool, and you have Equanimeous St. Brown, maybe a Dante Pettis if he comes back, but that really gives the Bears good flexibility at the wide receiver position. With the way the free agent class looked, it really helps them out in terms of, having a receiver pretty well covered. And with the number 9 pick, there's still some really good players the Bears can get. I think they're going to really look at offensive line now with that pick. Players like Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman maybe out of Northwestern, and we're going to talk about this when the draft comes closer, but we could see him go offensive lineman or defensive line player. Especially offensive line is more of a possibility now, but this trade is huge for the Bears. We didn't know if they were going to pick at number 1 a quarterback, trade Justin Fields, but I think this shows how Ryan Poles has said we are backing Justin Fields. He is our quarterback, and I have a lot of respect for Ryan Poles and how he's approached this because every GM will approach creating a smokescreen differently when it comes to having the number 1 pick, the quarterback already there. But the Bears, you need to stick with a guy like Justin Fields. He's a good pedigree player, good personality, and they're doing that. They just got Justin Fields a huge weapon, and there could be more on the way coming up here. So, running back's still going to be a big need. Maybe they can get a running back at 9, possibly. You never know. They might trade back. I do think the Bears probably will trade back number 9. Possibly. We'll see when it comes up, but really big trade. Will's Core Special fans, if you're just tuning in, the Chicago Bears have traded the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft to the Carolina Panthers. They have acquired star wide receiver DJ Moore, the 25-year-old that was drafted out of the University of Maryland, coming over to the Chicago Bears. The 9th overall pick, the 61st overall pick, and a future first and second round pick. The first round pick will come in 2024, so the Bears will have 2 first round picks next year, and they will have another second round pick for 2025. So I think it's a really good deal for the Bears, and I'm very excited about this trade. Early in the offseason before free agency, this can give a lot of Bears fans excitement for the future. We still have a lot of cap space. There's some good offensive linemen available, defensive linemen. There's a lot of things available for the Bears coming up here. And I think they have a really good chance to be a better team going into next season. But a good start to the offseason for Ryan Poles right now, making this trade. It allows the Bears, now having 9th overall, if they stay at 9, to do their research for players in that position. So, Will's Core Special fans, thanks for tuning into this emergency Facebook Live. When the fourth quarter buzzer sounds, you turn to us for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th quarter sports talk. Have a great weekend. Going to try and get this up for you guys tonight. So long from this emergency Facebook Live of Will's 5th quarter special.